a number of years about the Fairweather Lodge, and we're finally getting to the point where we're just about ready to go. It's been a long time coming, but we have with us today Linda Groff, who's the Vice President of Behavioral Health Services for Threshold Rehabilitation Services out of Reading. They're the provider that's going to run the Fairweather Lodge for us. They have hired a Fairweather Lodge coordinator, and she's probably, as we speak, over there in the building cleaning up and setting up furniture and so on and so forth. So it's a very exciting moment for us to be able to finally get this program up and running. As you know, it has 6 bedrooms. 6 males will live there, live together, either work together on a business or work in the community, and will, when there's a vacancy, choose their own roommates. They will develop their own house rules. They will eat together as a family, live together as a family, and it's a model that's been around for quite a while and has proven very successful. I visited one, but Holly and staff have visited more of them, and we're very pleased with what we saw there. So we're very excited to have Threshold working with us on this project, and very excited to get it up and running. I believe Holly wants to add a little bit more, or not?
Actually, you should have received the open house invitation. So that open house is coming up on Thursday, September 7th from 2 to 5 p.m. And we would love to see everyone there. We are very proud of the home that has been created, and we're really excited as we look toward referrals and the men that are going to enter into that home. And so it's really an exciting project for us. So I'm going to defer to Linda. I think that she can tell you a little bit more about Threshold and the delivery of the services to the Fairweather Lodge.
Thank you, Holly. I appreciate the confidence that the Lebanon County office has in Threshold to manage this program. Threshold has been in business for over 50 years in Reading. We provide a full array of services to folks with disabilities, intellectual disabilities as well as mental health. I've overseen our mental health programs for over 30 years. We do residential programs for adults who have serious mental illness. We have not done the Fairweather Lodge program, but I've been familiar with it for all of my career. In preparing the proposal for the county, I also visited some Fairweather Lodge programs up in Carlisle, and got to talk to the coordinator and the individuals who lived in the house. I am fully supportive of this model and working with this population for as long as I have. In the traditional residential programs for this population, most of them are transitional in nature. I've been taking folks out of Wernersville State Hospital, for instance, for years into group homes and apartments that we supervise, but they're time limited. And I always say we kick out the best folks. They learn skills and then they graduate and then they're out on their own, and we help find them subsidized housing. So the Fairweather Lodge program model is quite different, as you know. The folks that we identify will be able to live there their entire lives, and they will function as a family, and they will support each other. And I saw that in action when I visited the house in Carlisle, where one of the residents spoke about a roommate who was really struggling with his mental health symptoms, and how the whole house pulled together at that time to get him through that rough time. So it will be key in selecting the right individuals for this program that have a level of independence. But as Kevin said, we did hire a full-time lodge coordinator. Sarah Kreiser is her name. Just came on board last week with our agency, so I'm orienting her, but I have the confidence in her already. I've known her for a number of years as a case manager in the mental health system in Berks County, and she previously worked here in Lebanon County doing therapeutic staff support, TSS, with individuals. But she's a real go-getter and has been over there, as Kevin mentioned, helping to clean the house, and we've had furniture deliveries. We have the last furniture delivery this afternoon, as a matter of fact. And we're going to have the house spick and span looking good for the open house. As Holly mentioned, we're really looking forward to that. I have some presentations lined up for Monday morning for all the case management in the county and then all the other providers to let them know. So we developed referral forms and brochures, and we're really looking forward to being a part of the service system here in Lebanon County, and I appreciate all the support I've gotten, especially from Holly, who's been right by my side as we're getting the program ready. So thank you for letting me speak to you today.
Any particular questions?
So you're saying, if I heard correctly, that they're not necessarily coming out of a program where their term is expired? It could be any applicant off the street?
Yes, there are criteria a person needs to meet, that they have a certain diagnosis of a serious mental illness. That's likely for all mental health services in the county. But once they move into the program, it's not time limited. So it could be patients ready to be discharged from the state hospital, from Phil Haven's extended acute unit. They could currently be in the county's CRR program. They could be in a homeless shelter. They could be living on their own now and really struggling.
The veterans, anyone?
Excuse me?
A veteran?
Yes, definitely a veteran, yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
And where would they go to apply?
Through the case management system at the county MHID office.
On Lehman Street?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I do want to emphasize it's not a homeless shelter of that nature. It is, as Linda said, a full-time home for these folks who have been in the system but have demonstrated independence to be able to live in such a facility.
Thank you.
Now, Commissioner Litz mentioned, could it be a veteran, and that brings a question to mind. Can there be a wide variance in age of these folks, or would you try to cluster them in close in age?
It could be a variance, but I think it's likely that they will be similar in age. As I believe Kevin mentioned, if there does become a vacancy down the road, the individuals who live there will be key in selecting who moves in. Now, initially, between Threshold and the county, we will select the first 2 residents. But after that, those residents will be key. We need to make sure the individuals meet the criteria, but then they will interview prospective, roommates, people that they feel will fit into this, the home, and also show motivation, to adhere to the Fairweather Lodge criteria. Some things like eating nutritional meals together so many times a week. Also, the employment portion of a Fairweather Lodge. After we have the individuals established, either helping them get jobs in the community or in establishing a business that they run.
It could be a large variance, though. We did visit one home in particular that had a young person that was about 23, and then all the way up to someone who was in his 60s. And what they said about it was that actually it was really a wonderful model in that they did truly support one another, and it added a new dynamic, but it was a great dynamic and they really appreciated it. And I saw that interaction between those individuals, and it was really remarkable. And so I think that this home and this model just automatically creates a really great sense of partnership between the individuals that are there. So it could definitely happen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nicole, anything?
I think our case manager's excited for a new opportunity.
Yes.
A new program that we're hopeful.
John has one.
Yeah, just at this point, to
Very
be clear, you haven't selected any of them?
No, we have not, no.
Okay.
And if maybe at some point have a workshop to amplify, maybe we're kind of constrained to, we have to Jen, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm just asking, you said there was an open house on the 7th. Would we be invited to that, or is...
You certainly are,
Okay.
yes.
Thank
Feel
you.
free to stop by. Yes.
All right, thank you
Okay.
very much.
Great,
Very
thank
good.
you.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to discuss the program and let you know how excited we are about our progress.
It's a long time.